What's up, guys? Back with another YouTube video. Last week's video went pretty well, so not a crazy amount of attention, but enough for me to make another YouTube video. So I figured to bring another round of content for you guys here. Right now, it's like I said, it's middle of February, so living up in New England, I don't have anything for content right now, really. But I'm gonna do a bike overview today. Go around my bike and kind of show you guys what it's got, and yeah, and then hopefully you guys like it and continue watching, like, subscribe, and whatnot, and we'll go from there. And come spring, we'll definitely be doing some more riding content and going to tracks, races, bike work. Just right now, the weather's just not cooperative at all. But yeah, we'll get into the bike, and hopefully you guys like it. It's pretty sweet, so let's get into it. Here it is. It's a 2021 RMZ 250. I've owned it since 2023. Picked it up used. Had under an hour on it when I bought it. Currently, it's one of those vibration hour meters, so it doesn't show all the time. 7.1. 7.1 hours on a 2021. Pretty crazy, but yeah, I don't have a crazy lot of time to ride and whatnot, so it is what it is. But hopefully this year, graduating school, so I should be able to get some more ride time in, and especially starting up a YouTube channel will kind of fuel me to do some more riding and whatnot. But yeah, I'll just go around the bike and kind of give you guys a walk around. Basically what I did with the truck last week in the last week's video. And yeah, I'll go from there. So I guess I'll just start, I'll just start on the easiest things. I got to get better equipment. Like I said last week, I did order a tripod for my phone, so I'll be able to at least get something rather than having to walk around the bike and hold the camera. But so I guess I'll start on the outside. So graphics, just number plates. 139 Designs did those. I'm running the yellow backgrounds and the black numbers because when I do race, I'll race B class. Got a few companies on there. Nothing too out of the ordinary. I'm running the stock RMZ graphics. This is a 21. The 25 has the same exact shroud graphics. So, yeah, you could call it a 2025. But besides that, I just got the little RM Army decals on the fender. That's about it for decal-wise. And then I guess I'll just start up at the top here. So I got the Mica metals. I've run these on all my bikes. I don't know why, I just like the Mica product. I've had Pro Tapers, Renthals. I've kind of had them all. But these are the YZ Bend. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, YZ Bend. I've ran the YZ Bend since I've been on big bikes. When I was on 85s and whatnot, I ran Pro Tapers, but then I switched to the Micas, however you want to pronounce it. I'm not even sure. Got the Mica metal grips, just a standard half waffle. I think I got those on a deal. I like the full diamond grips. I don't know about you guys. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think, where your preferences are for grips. I know grips is kind of a huge topic, but yeah, I got the half waffles. I like the full diamonds personally. They just have a nice slick feel, kind of like a mountain bike grip feel, BMX bike grip. As far as handguards go, I got the Cycra Rebound handguards, just the flag style. They kind of get the, hence the name, the Rebound feature. Kind of nice. They're expensive though. I want to say those handguards are like $70. They look pretty good. I know like the Cherubies ones and stuff, they're just cheap though. They break so easy. These do have the plastic, or no, these are metal. Sorry about that. They are metal. The metal brackets, which are better than the plastic ones. The plastic ones are like, they like fly in the wind, those freaking things. And then don't even, yeah. And I mainly ride woods. And usually on 85s and 65s, I always ran the full wraparound bark busters. But, oh man, those things are like lethal. I'm sure some of you guys know from racing, GNCCs, J-Days, P27 off-roads, you name it. You tag a tree with those freaking bark busters, and that thing's sending you across the freaking trail. So yeah, I prefer the flag style. I think they look better too, to be honest with you. Nothing really else up in the cockpit. These RMZs are pretty straightforward. I'm probably not going to keep this bike forever. I'm thinking probably this season I'll probably do away with this thing and get I haven't decided, but maybe I kind of want to try one of the Hondas out, 250 probably. The 450 is just too much power for what I do. But yeah, if I could get like a 23 and up Honda, even a 22 Honda, low hours, I would not be against that. This is just a map. I know I have like the tuner, like that plugs into this thing, and I can mess with it, but I think there's like a red and a blue mode or something. It's in the harder mode right now. And it's a big difference. I don't even know what I think it's just a basic map, like on the Yamahas, you know what I mean? The Yamahas and whatnot have the actual app on your phone, you can mess with it, but this has the button. I think you gotta like double tap it or something. I could be completely wrong, but I honestly haven't messed with it. When I bought it off the previous owner, he was like, yeah, it's in the hotter map, and he said it rips plenty fine, and it does rip. Let me tell you, this is my first 250F. I'm a hardcore two-stroke guy, and jumping on this 250F, I was like, wow. I've ridden some 250Fs. I've ridden a couple 250 FXs, Yamahas. I've ridden a Cowie. I think I may have ridden a KTM at one point. But anyway, man, this bike absolutely rips. I mean, everyone shits on the Suzukis, but man, they are not that bad of bikes. One thing I will say, suspension, I'm a lighter guy, so I haven't touched the suspension just because I don't see a need to. Aside from the ride quality is awful in the woods. But I make do. You kind of adapt to it and whatnot. But yeah, suspension is definitely stiff. If you're a heavier rider, though, these RMZs might be right for you, kind of set up from the factory. But yeah, and relative to like the Yamahas and stuff and the Cowies out of the box, oh my God, these things are stiff. But I guess, yeah, that can bring suspension. So suspension stock, I just got the Showa fork guard stickers, I guess if you want to call it that. I love the fork tubes on these things. The coating is awesome from stock. Yeah, I'll move down here. So I got the Cherubies, fork guards, lower fork guards, nothing crazy, in yellow. I think stock, they were black. I'm pretty sure they were black. So yeah, I switched to the Cherubies. I don't know, I kind of like the full yellow look. And then I got the Cherubies rotor guard. I don't know, a lot of people kind of love and hate those things. I kind of like them. I know all the pros run them, Eli Tomac and whatnot, so that's what kind of got me, they kind of look cool. So I put that on there, especially riding woods. I know a lot of moto guys will do away with a lot of this stuff, but the woods, I don't really take any risks as far as bike protection. You really can't go wrong with anything, to be honest with you, in the woods. And I guess on to that topic, I got a Cherubies skid plate, just the hard plastic. I bought the one with the linkage guard that it came down and kind of hovered to like underneath that link there. And it at some point just fell off. I don't know how. It's like it was like riveted on there, so I must have hit a log real good and tapped it. Not quite sure when that went missing, but Kind of sucks, but whatever. I'd never actually had a skid plate with a linkage guard on a bike before, so that was my first one, and it didn't go so well. So yeah, as far as drivetrain goes, is stock. Actually, no, I'm wrong. The front sprocket, I went down a tooth. I geared it down for woods. I forget, I want to say, I think that washer's covering it. I want to say stock was a 14. I want to say stock was a 14 tooth, and I went down to a 13 tooth, or it was a 13, and I went down to a 12. But anyway, I went down a tooth on the front. It's just a Suntar front sprocket, straightforward chain stock. I didn't mess with the chain. The bike's got 7 hours on it. And then the rear, I geared it. I went up a tooth in the back. I went to a 51. I'm pretty sure stock was 50. So I got a Super Sprox 51 tooth rear sprocket. I don't really have a preference on sprocket brands. I've tried them all. The only reason I went with the Super Sprox because I could get the gold color that kind of matches the forks. Yeah, preferably I'd probably rather run Renthal or Pro Taper or something. But Super Sprox works. Had good luck with it. I mean, I only have 7 hours on the bike, like I said. Continuing on from that, I got the Acerbis frame guards. Those are an absolute must. I'm sure you guys know out there, the freaking boot rub is just terrible on your poor frames and even your graphics. Even in 7 hours of riding this thing, you can see kind of the scuff marks there on the airbox piece. I know I seen on, the other day I was watching Supercross and they zoomed up on Ken Roxon's bike and they had like full clear grip tape here to keep the graphics in good shape. I'm assuming for the sponsors and whatnot, so it doesn't get rubbed off, because it really does. It doesn't take much, but yeah, I honestly might do that and do a little grip tape cover on there, kind of cover that up, keep that from getting all scuffed up. That's about it for guards and plastics and whatnot. Oh, I almost forgot these. I got the yellow Acerbis radiator louvers. That's a nice little piece. It's just those small things, you know what I mean? And motor's untouched. Nothing done to it yet. Obviously, still kickstart. All you guys know, the Suzukis always get crapped on for the freaking kickstart. And honestly, I don't mind the kickstart. Especially living up here in the colder climate. Like, if you're riding in the early spring, late fall, it's in the 40s, the high 30s most days, you know? Those freaking batteries on those newer bikes, they just don't like the cold at all. So kickstart definitely a little bit more reliable in that sense. Obviously, if you live in the warmer south area of the U.S. and you're kind of better off with the e-start, but of course there's ways around it. But I don't complain about the kick that much. I've always had kickstart bikes, so I'd like to try an e-start bike out for sure. I mean, I'm definitely not against the idea. So yeah, the last thing honestly is I got an FMF 4.1 titanium, just a slip on. Oh man, absolutely woke this bike up. The stock muffler, honestly, didn't sound that bad. I know the Yamahas and the Cowies are, they just sound terrible stock. It's like they have no packing in the mufflers. I don't know why, but they are so loud. But anyway, yeah, so I got the FMF titanium 4.1 with the carbon tip. Just that is like $650 freaking thing. But it's a nice little piece. And I did take the spark arrestor out, and I didn't really care, as you can see, but I didn't really care about leaving it in there. But when I first fired the bike up after putting it in, it was like rattling around in there. I was like, really? Like, come on. So I just pulled the spark arrestor out, and it didn't really make actually it did kind of make a sound difference, to be honest with you. It's nothing crazy, but it kind of deepened it a little bit, I guess you could say. But yeah, that's really about it. Tires are stock. I'll probably do tires at some point. I don't even know what's on here. Oh, MX-33s. Dunlop. But yeah, pretty on top of my maintenance. Oil gets changed every 5 hours, so I've only done... I did an oil change when I got it because it still had the break-in oil in it. It had like 0.9 hours when I got the thing. I remember the first ride, it didn't even have an hour on it. It was crazy. So yeah, change oil every 5 hours. Air filter, it depends. I try to do like every 2 rides, but if it's like a couple rides, if it's more than that, it's kind of fine as long as I check it regularly after every ride. But yeah, as you can see, these cases aren't even barely scuffed up. Which is pretty crazy for 2021. There's the clutch cover. But yeah, that's about it really. A little bit shorter video for you guys today, but just wanted to get something out there. Get the ball rolling with this YouTube channel. But yeah, I'll come up with something for next week probably, and yeah, hopefully we can get out, get some ride time going. Gonna get with the buddies and get the loop in the backyard all tuned up, so we'll definitely be shooting some content with that. I'm looking to probably get a newer GoPro, because right now I have a GoPro Hero 5 Black. So I'd like to probably just upgrade to the 10, get something fresh, start over. That, and then I'd like to get some more camera filming equipment, get some more quality videos out to you guys. But yeah, that's about it. So yeah, I guess I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.